Hi there. Hi,
Hi,
Yevgeny.
hi Manpreet. Hi, good
Yeah,
morning, good evening to everyone.
yeah. Welcome to the training session on AI dashboards. So let's wait for some time for people to join in, um, and then we could start. Meanwhile, we will be happy to know from where you are joining in. This is the best thing to hear from you guys because we usually get to see like people joining in from all over the world, and I just enjoy looking at it. So use the chat and let us know from where you're joining in. Both Yevgeny and we are in Toronto, and we have colder days now. I don't know what's happening. Right, Yevgeny? I
Yeah,
think you're not enjoying it now.
no. It's about 13 maybe Celsius right now.
Yeah, yeah. And like a couple of days back, it was around 20, and I was like, oh, wow, we are getting summer.
We finally have summer, but no.
Yeah. Okay. Not saying many messages on the chat. I hope you can see the chat on the other side. Okay, let's start. So people would be joining in, but we could start with the. Welcome again. Welcome to our live training session today. I'm Manpreet. I'm head of product and engineering at Bricks, and I'm joined in today with Yevgeny. He lead the engineering efforts at Bricks. What we'll cover today. Today we are going to show how to use Bricks to create dashboard from your spreadsheet data with AI. There's like, I think I need to change this statement because it's not just the spreadsheet data, it's kind of any data. And You can use the data to create dashboards and reports. In this webinar, we would go through step-by-step tutorial, live demo. Yevgeny would literally share his screen, upload the data, connect the data, and do all the things and show you how the dashboards can be created. And then we would be discussing new features, connectors and dashboard refresh specifically. We are adding new connectors every day, and this is the part which I'm most excited about because people once they connect their data, they stay like they stay hooked to the product, and they are like asking for the new things. And this the feature, how it is integrated, it works great with AI. And meanwhile, again, as I was saying earlier, please use the chat to ask any question that you might have, and we would be happy to take it on. Either Yevgeny or I, we would be looking at the chat all the time. Okay, what can you do with bricks? Few of the users would already should have used the bricks already, but there must be some new users as well in this session. So for you guys all, Bricks is the AI data analyst that can create dashboards and reports from your data in seconds with AI. We take pride in how beautiful the reports that we create are. I think Yevgeny here, he's so good at making things look beautiful. So yeah, so this is something which we focus very heavily on, beautiful visuals. And we were historically a spreadsheet company, so we do have a powerful data support under the hood. So it's like unlike any other tool in the industry, we have a full feature set of a spreadsheet, and on top of that we provide a very beautiful looking reports and dashboards. And we made sure that we could keep it as easy as we can, and it's like anyone should be able to use it. It's not only for data analysts, it's for everyone. So and I think one of the things that I heard from one of our users is like, I use that line every so often now, that they said that we make them look good. So it's like bricks make them look good, and the work that they get done with bricks in 5 minutes, otherwise it would have taken like even months, if not weeks, to do manually. So new features that we would be talking about today is sorry. So new features that we would be talking about today would be quick layouts. Yevgeny has put a lot of work in making this look great, and he would be. I'm sure he's excited to share this with you guys. And then the connectors. This is where we are heavily putting efforts to make it work great. And then there are embeddable dashboards. This is our advanced feature, but again we tend to keep things simple, and we kept this as well simple. And we have new charts. If time would permit, we would be able to show you some new charts and infographics that we have included in the app recently. What about privacy? So this is the we don't have a lot many slides. I promise Yevgeny would start in like a minute, not even a minute. So with a real demo, but this we think privacy is an important aspect of whenever someone is dealing with data. And we have clients like credit union and other financial institutions. So we have to make sure that your data is fully encrypted, private and secure with us. We prioritize this inside bricks, and whenever your data is stored, it is stored securely, and it's encrypted using industry leading data protection measures. And we make sure that we never use your data for AI training, or we don't let companies like OpenAI or Anthropic to use your data for AI training. Okay, so I think it's a time. It's not even. So Yevgeny would go into the live demo walkthrough, and again he would share his screen and he would go through the demo. Meanwhile, please make sure to use the chat so that we could keep the webinar interactive enough for you all. And we will also share a poll in between, and we would love to hear your feedback on that. Evgeny, let me stop sharing my screen and then you could take it over.
Yep. Okay, I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah.
This one. Can you see?
Yeah, sure.
Good. So hi again, my name is Evgeny, and I will show you a quick demo of how to work in Bricks, how to create dashboards. It's really very easy, and I'll show you different ways how to create it from your local file, from like new feature connectors that we recently introduced. And right now we are on the home page. It's the first page that you see after you signed up to the Bricks. And here you can start creating your first dashboard. And only one thing that you need to do, for example, I have some CSV data locally, unicorn data. It's not about the animals, it's about the big companies, sales, investments. And I don't even need to I can provide some prompt here if I want some specific analysis, some special data I want to see, but let's assume that I don't know. I just want to see what Bricks can do for me. So I attach the file and create dashboard. This is all what I need. And now we doing a lot of work under the hood. We have a lot of different agents that analyze the data, sanitize the data, because we don't need everything for the dashboard creation. We just need whatever is needed. We planning the work, like how many widgets we are going to create, what types of widgets we are going to create. We creating here like text widgets, chart widgets, table widgets. You will see it in a minute. We also have an agent for the layouting to understand how to better position our widgets. We have a separate agent that understands what are the insights, what are the anomalies of the charts. Like we literally, after the charts creation, we literally show AI the result, the charts that we created, and AI analyzes trends, again, some insights, and you can see that we're creating key insights here for every chart. In the end, we're also summarizing the overall insights in this text widget that will appear. And that's it. I don't know. It took like 1 minute, maybe two max,
Yeah,
but it was quite
I
fast.
think
And yeah,
I think
this
this
is what
is
we have.
this is a thing that I think people get astonished all the time that Bricks is able to come up with a really good dashboard, but in very short time frame compared to other tools out there. And yeah, one of the thing which you were seeing with multiple agents, I tend to say it like you all get a team of people. Like without before AI, you have to literally hire 5 people to do this work, and now this AI is saying like I'm assigning a 5 people team to your work. It's like one person is good at looking at your data and planning something. Second person is good at how Yevgeny was saying in making the layout better, generating the insights. So it's like it's not AI, it's people for you working for you. That's one way to understand it. Yevgeny, can you show the data that we used for this?
Yeah. So as Manpreet mentioned in the beginning, we started as a spreadsheet company, and we store our data in spreadsheet format here. So actually, we have the full spreadsheet, full table with formulas, filters, whatever usual table support, and it's reactive to the data. So behind every dashboard, we have a spreadsheet. And for example, if you want to change the data here, for example, let's change this value. And if we go to the board back, I guess we should, yeah, we see the big spike here. So definitely data was refreshed here. Maybe let's even return it back to be sure. Yep. So you can
Yeah,
see that it's reactive. And
yeah.
also we have some intermediate, if you want to understand like what type, this data is the source data that was uploaded from my CSV. But in order to create dashboard, we create some intermediate tables that we connect to the widgets blocks on the dashboard. So we have like dashboard data tab here, and you can see exactly what tables we summarize from the source data.
Yep.
And every time when you update something in the source data, these tables will be regenerated automatically together with the blocks on the dashboard. So, okay, we created dashboard, and what we can do with that? We have two ways to how to edit that. It's fully editable. I mean, you can edit everything manually here. It's just regular text widget. You can update it. You can resize it. You can move it. Let's imagine that we want to add a logo here, for example. So I need to resize it. We have a set of widgets that you can create manually, like text widget, image widget, chat widget, table widget, canvas widget. I will not show you everything. Just we'll show you example. You want to add a logo, for example. Let's add a logo. Um, and that's it. Uh, let's resize this. Also, you can edit any content here with AI. So if you don't want to create, like you can create chart manually here. You can click the chart, connect the data, understand what table, how to prepare the table, how to connect it here. But if you don't want, you can just write, like create a new chart with, I don't know, just with some data from
Yeah, that's how
table.
we talk to AI nowadays.
Yes.
Yeah,
But of course, you can specify something
yeah.
that you need, and that's it.
Oh,
New chart is here. Uh, you can quickly change types by clicking on this arrow button. Um,
Yep.
so
This
I
is
guess we,
this
we,
is
we yeah, we covered editing, adding,
yeah.
and now what did you want
Yeah,
to say?
means I was like can you delete or move the blocks as well
Yes, yes.
while you're doing it? Like let's say I
Uh,
don't like the insights on the top and
let's
maybe
delete
yeah,
this one, and
yeah,
I guess I moved already like this
yeah.
block.
Yeah, this is cool. Now we were discussing that how we make people look good, and Yevgeny, I remember first time you were the one who introduced implementation of the themes into the product. I'd
Yep.
love people to see that.
Yes. So we have some set of predefined themes. If you, of course, you can go to every widget. Like we have a special design tab, and you can change all the stylings here. Like I don't know, let's change the bold or some font color, but it's too slow if you want to style the whole dashboard very quickly. And we created a set of themes, and you can see that how quickly we change everything here, like from the text colors to the bar color palettes on the charts, tables. You can see that it looks different. I personally like, professional, my favorite, dark, my favorite, I guess these two.
Yeah,
Let's keep professional.
be professional.
We're professionals, so
Yeah, no, this
uh,
is yes,
and
you're
it's
saying.
yeah, and it's our predefined set of themes. But if you like some special color palette, or you have some special branding in your company, you can create your own theme by I'll show you that I have like example of the image. I found that on the internet. You can see that we have, I don't know, black, blue, yellow colors. And we can just upload a logo, some screenshot here, and we will generate a new theme based on that screenshot. Yep, that's it.
Yeah, yeah,
Also, you can tweak it a bit if you want. Here we extract some primary colors, secondary color, accent color. So let's quickly change primary color. And you see that background was changed, titles were changed. And this theme will be saved in your organization, and you can apply it to any future dashboards that you generate.
yeah. One of the way that I've seen people using these themes, like let's say you are a marketing agency and you have multiple clients. People like for each of the client, they will do one theme and they will make sure the reports are consistently designed in that particular theme. Or let's say if you in one company there are multiple departments, marketing, design, and um, engineering, so each have can have their own themes, color themes if they want, and this is how you could make reports look different for each of the themes. Also the other thing is what Yevgeny showed the screenshot, it was way more involved, but he also said that it could be as simple as just uploading a logo, so don't worry about that. You could change the colors, we make it configurable, and yeah, and you can make it look good, great.
Yeah, so you can, as I showed, just you can use some screenshot as a start, just
Yeah,
to extract basic colors, and then change it manually in the settings.
yeah. Yeah,
So, mhm. So
now this is
yeah,
looking. Yes, anything else, Yevgeny?
yeah, I wanted to go to expert functionality, share
Yeah,
and
yeah,
expert
yeah, yeah,
functionality.
yeah. So I was also talking about that because this is looking great, and means one of the next thing what people do usually, they put the data, they create the dashboard, and then they style the dashboard using the themes or the custom editing that we did. And the next last part of the puzzle is how you export or share the dashboard, and that's what both
Yeah,
I and Yevgeny are trying to talk about.
yeah, and we have a lot of ways how to export the dashboard or share the dashboard. And I'll go step by step here. First, you can invite, if you just want to share it on our website, you can invite everyone to organization or just directly type in an email here. So person will get the invitation on their email. And also you can just create a public link. So if you create a public link, the person who are sharing with don't need to have any account registered on our website. It will be opened without any requirements for the special access. Also, we have an ability to embed our dashboard on any website. So for example, let's actually do that. So in order to create embeddable dashboard, you click here, get embeddable dashboard, create that. And after the generation, you will get a snippet of the embed code. And then imagine that you have some website. I'm just showing you the CodePen example, that you have some page here. And when you paste our iframe, you will get the full dashboard, the same what you just seen in the application. It's even has some hover effects. It's possible to turn on and off data sets here.
This is the kind of only advanced use case where you need to know about code and stuff. Um, and but like for most of the things other than this, and if you have an advanced use case like embeddable dashboard, feel free to use that. Otherwise, like there are other ways which you have been sharing for sharing and exports. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's useful maybe if I say post some articles, maybe you have some statistics
Yeah.
here and you
Yeah.
just embed the iframe and it will be refreshable actually. When you change the data, click update again. You don't need to change the code. It will
Yep.
stay same and will be updated automatically.
One of the
Mhm.
place where I see people using this is like for again when they have their own UI and they want to integrate bricks in their product. So what they do, people do it in enterprise a lot. They have a API access and they create dashboard using API and then have the embeddable dashboard inside their product. But people on ultra plan, they could do it without even an enterprise licensing. They could just do what Yevgeny is saying, that we made it like super easy to integrate. Like you see code, but it's for your engineer it's nothing. Like for Yevgeny, he could literally write it out. So basically for you, you just integrate this into your product and you have a one version of working integration with bricks. But yeah, Yevgeny, before we go to other points, I want more questions. So let's answer this question. Is this only in the non-free version? I think this question came earlier when you were editing and adding charts and stuff. So I'll just go ahead and answer this specifically. Most of the features for editing and making changes to the dashboard are available on the free version. If you want to export it, then you need to go to the paid version, or you want all the advanced functionalities. Also, one of the other thing is on the free version you have limit to like 20 AI messages, I think, every month. So that
Yeah.
is also there. But you could try out the initial few things in the free version and then you can jump to non-free version. Okay, Yevgeny, sorry, over to you for exports. And
Yeah.
please use the AI chat for all the messages, and we should keep answering all the queries. Yes.
So another way how to share the generated dashboard with your colleagues is the expert functionality. There is the second button, expert here, and we recently introduced new quick layouts feature. So you have like there is a standard. It means that you will have exactly the same visuals that you just seen on the dashboard. So if I export that, let's export it to PDF. It will take like 4 or 5 seconds. Yeah, it's here already. So this is how it's a demo. It happens sometimes. Let's maybe try it one more time or
Yeah, I think it's okay. We could move to the another part. Then how you generate,
Oh, okay. I
Yevgeny.
guess there is okay, yeah.
Yeah, means this one, I would say that basically you have a different implementation of the exports than other people, right? You are
Yeah,
using the Bricks account, so
yeah, maybe.
it might be happening because of that. If you want to see, we could show you the different later on the different variation offline or means just like when I take a control, you could try. But this is happening because of Bricks only user. So let's try to generate the dashboard, other dashboards, and
Yeah.
maybe
So
show that export.
apart from the standard version of the template, we created predefined set of quick layouts. Um, uh, so you can see that if you click on that, you can see the just sample how it will look like. But in order to check how it will be with your data, you need to click on the generate. So also we have here like two types of the quick layouts, one-pagers layout and multi-page layouts. And on the one-page type, we are trying to summarize just everything to one page. So it will be a short, good summarized report that you can quickly show to anyone you need. So let's see how it will look like based on our data. We click on generate. It takes usually like a minute. So here for the one-pager template, again, as I said, we trying to summarize everything to one page, but for multi-page layouts, we actually show every chart that you have on the dashboard, every table that you have on the dashboard. It's bigger, but it's better looking than the standard one. And it's just the initial set of 7 templates, but we, I believe, going to introduce more.
Yeah, yeah. I think I love how we have the animation like when it is actually generating, and then you are able to show this nice looking charts on the fly. We have a question on the chat. Will this dashboard look live interactive when it's fully ready? Yevgeny, for you.
Um, yes, yes. So it depends on the export. I mean, of course, if you export it to PDF, it will not be interactive. But if you share the link with someone or you embed an iframe, it will be fully interactive. It will be even so. Maybe I can quickly share after we finish the filters. So
Yeah,
we have
yeah,
filters functionality,
yeah,
and filtering will be available also for publish to web links. Or I'll just show it.
yeah,
So we generated the quick layout here, and we can export it as PDF.
yeah. And this should work now.
Yeah, yeah, and
No,
it
one more
works.
time. Yeah, cool. This looks great. I think, yeah, this is the feature which got the biggest adoption from all the features that we have introduced till now. People like to do use this reports and dashboard for presenting. Like one of the use case was like in the board meetings. Another use case was like for all the daily reporting that needs to go in the emails. They just download this and just put the very nice looking reports inside there. But yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, Yevgeny, meanwhile, so one of the other things that we were talking about was connectors, and
Yeah.
people are excited about using connectors. Can you give a quick walkthrough on how it works and what all is needed for that?
Yes. So we recently introduced new feature, connectors. You can find the button here on the homepage, and there is a big list actually that we already introduced, like Google Sheets, Microsoft Excel, Notion, MySQL, PostgreSQL. And it's very useful if you have some database, or even I will show you an example based on the Google Sheets. So you don't need to actually, yes, let me start. So I already connected my Google Sheets. That's why it's just select button here instead of the connect. So I click on the select. This is how I connected the Google Sheets, my Google Sheets account. So it will have the list and data of all the sheets I have in the Google. So I don't need even here to specify what file do I need to use, or I can show you that I have sales data, January, March, some data here. And I don't need to, I want to create a dashboard right now based on this data. And I don't need to specify a link. I don't need to specify exact file name. AI will figure it out by itself. So I just write like create a dashboard for sales data. And let's hope that it will find what we need.
Yeah. Can you please show what dashboard will look like in a premium subscription? Actually, yeah, what Yevgeny showed, the downloaded version, I think we were not able to show the standard version. What I could do, I could quickly share it on my screen, and if you want to see that, I think I could try, and you should be able to see how it is. Yevgeny, meanwhile, while it is generating for you, I'll go ahead and share my screen.
Okay.
Yes, so let me share the whole, yeah, okay. So basically here it is. So this is how it looks. Yevgeny, you could see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so to answer your question, this is how it looks. Basically what I did, I went to this dashboard that we have. Again, the same data which Yevgeny is using, but we tend to use this for all our uh, features. So on premium you get standard layout, and you could export to PDF on the standard layout. So that's what I clicked, and it gave me it takes time, and I'm telling you because it wouldn't take time for you this much if you try it today. This is just like we have internal implementation which has something differently done, but what you get out of this is the PDF version. So see, I got it downloaded. I click on that, and this is how it looks. So exactly the dashboard how it was. You would be able to download, share as an email or stuff like that. Yeah. Back to you, Yevgeny.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I
Sure.
answered the question.
Sharing my screen. Yeah, it almost finished it. We'll start
Yeah.
generating insights. So
So
what it does? It goes to the Google. So it found we can see that it successfully found the file that I asked for. It pulled the data and it's generating a dashboard right now based on that data.
yeah, means one of the thing that I really love is I would hate to know the name of the file because I tend to not remember the name of the file, and this is where we could just say that create a dashboard for sales data rather than saying sales data January March 2024 blah blah blah. And AI is smart enough. It's like you are giving an instruction to your assistant and telling them to create a dashboard for sales data, and AI would be able to figure out the name of the file, connect the file, and create a dashboard for you.
Or
This is
maybe even
yeah,
better example if you connect your MySQL, for example. You don't
yeah,
know
yeah,
the names of the
yeah,
table, what
yeah,
data is there. You just want dashboard.
yeah, yeah,
And AI will figure it out what part. It will not pull all the data, of course, from your table. It's not needed. It will figure out what parts of the data it needs to pull. And that's it. So even if you are not familiar with the data structure of the database, you can very easily create a dashboard for you. So yeah, this is the generated dashboard from the Google Sheets connector. And a good thing here is that if you go and update, because usually what you do is you have some data on the, let's say, Google Sheet, and you keep updating it like every, I don't know, every week, every month, or maybe even every day, and you want to keep your dashboard here synchronized. So let me show you how it works. So my current sales data has the only from January to March data, and I have here some data for the April. I'll just copy paste it. And yep. So I just added some data to the same file. And now I want Bricks to pull and synchronize the data on the dashboard. What I need to do, because Bricks already knows that this dashboard was generated based on that file, connectors is already live. So I need to just click on one button here. So let me show first that, let me find some chart that shows only data from, January, February, March. And we can also check here that in the end, we have March only. And if I click here on the refresh dashboard, let's see, it should go to the Google Sheet, pull the data, regenerate the blocks based on the new data. And it doesn't take a lot of time. I mean, it will be finished very soon.
Yeah, no, this is another exciting thing. You know, to like if you were earlier bringing the data by exporting the data from the Google Sheet, that's what people were doing, and that's where they started. Now I know one of the company in Indonesia. They have multiple people using Google Sheets, and they were till now, means a month back, they were on a pro plan, and they were using export from the Google Sheet and bring the data here, and then creating the dashboard. And now they could just like update there, and it would come here. So this is really exciting for them. Yeah.
Yeah, so
uh,
you can see that data was pulled because April 2024 appeared here. If we go to the data, I believe we will find this new, new rows
yeah,
that AI pulled.
this is
And
this is exciting.
this is it. It's very
Yeah,
simple
yeah,
to refresh your
let's
data. Mhm.
let's take a couple of questions, and then we have not have too much time left. We need to
Mhm.
cover one two concepts if we could. So one of the question from Stefan is, how safe is the connection between the data source to bricks? I'll just take it for basically we make sure whatsoever we do that we do it in the right way. So the connection is safe enough. We have the all the important things saved at the server side with the right encryption and security, and the safety, proper safety of your data. So, and we are using Pipedream as a provider, which is known for the data connections. So I think to answer your question, yeah, it's safe enough. Give it a try and you would be happy. Okay, so can you please show what it will show on a pro subscription? I think the question is about can you go back to export and just show how the different, yeah, we have the different layouts here. So you could for the pro subscription you could just try out any of the layout, and you could generate it and it would be available for you. Yeah, so this is available on the pro subscription for you to download and use as you would do standard one. Okay, one of the other thing that people use it for bricks for is monthly, weekly, and quarterly reports. Weekly, monthly, and quarterly reports. So Yevgeny, they have created a dashboard. Now they want to reuse the dashboard quickly. How could they do that?
Yes, so let's imagine that um, you created this type of dashboard for US market, and now you have a similar file but for UK market. And we can go to, maybe we can won't even save this file as a template. So we can duplicate it here and Let's rename it to Lake. Lake. And then we have a special button, Reuse Dashboard. And we can attach file and let me find sales data UK. And AI will figure out how to map new data on the existing layout on the existing blocks here. And that is it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
This this is super exciting thing because it serves the use case of weekly, monthly, and quarterly reporting that people tend to do always. This is nice. I think while this is happening, there is no new question, but another thing that we could quickly discuss is the filters in the dashboard, and that would be the last thing that we could go
Yeah,
towards
I'll
because
show right after the generation is finished.
yeah, I think this filters is another thing we Evgeny did, so he would probably want to show that before
Yeah.
we we complete.
So yeah, that is ready. And if we go to the data, I guess we will find that all locations are UK locations, state as
Yeah,
well. So we clearly see that we have a new data here, but still have all layout and widget types for the dashboard.
yeah, this is cool.
Um,
One of the question that is on the chat is, can I change the chart type per my requirement or only choose the one available as of now?
no, you can change it to any type. So we provide here functionality for uh, just changing it by the click on the button, but you can do it with the AI. Like let's say convert this chart one to, let's say, pie chart. Yep. So
Nice.
you can actually ask what everything you want to customize with AI. Most probably it will give you what you need. Just don't worry and try.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we have 3 more minutes, and okay, Yevgeny, you want to show
Filters,
the
yeah,
filters?
yeah,
Yeah.
filters. So in order to, if you need some special type of filters, you can just ask AI, like create filter for, I don't know, per sales, per states, or any kind of filters you need. But if you don't know, you just want something to start with, you can just click on that filters button, and AI will identify the best columns of the table that could be used here. So you can see that we have date range, product, location, state, and let's filter something here like location. Let's filter by Bristol, Edinburgh. Yeah, and you see that it's reactive and answering the question that will it be available for shared document, for example. If I share it with someone with public link.
So meanwhile, what I did is I have started the poll. So please answer the questions there. It helps us to decide the features that you need. So that would be super useful. Yeah, Yevgeny,
Yeah,
you were
so
saying.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm showing that if you publish the dashboard to anyone who
yeah.
even didn't register at Bricks, they will still be able to see everything and even filter all the content here as well.
Yeah. Cool. I hope people are answering the questions on the poll, and we wouldn't take more of your time. Thanks a lot, Yevgeny. I think you covered most of the things and in good details for people. But if you have any questions, let us know, and we are available on the chat. Let me share my screen and then I could show you. So this is like all the presentation that I was doing is was in bricks board. So broad is like you could expand the board capabilities for things like what I am doing, and you could present it from here using a present button. One more thing, but yeah, I think after this webinar, what you would get is an email with more details about the recordings and stuff like that. So you could rewatch if you want. And if you have any question, you could reach out to us it or sorry. So using this chat button and send us a message, and we would be happy to take all the questions. And that's what we do. And most of the time, you would talk to a real human on our team for any of these. And I hope people are answering the polls. Please do that, and I'll end the poll before getting disconnected. I There are few more people who are still in the process, so I'll let it for 1 more minute. Meanwhile, is there will you be review the pricing? There's a question from Ramana. I think our pricings are available on thebricks.com pricing page and inside the app as well for you to look. And we have a plan for everyone. So there are advanced use cases which lies for our advanced users, and there are basic use cases for basic users. So means let us know if there is some functionality which is missing for you which you need, and we would be able to make sure of that. But pricing is I think set for now, and we are in no plan to change that for in my knowledge, we are in no plan to change that. Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you, Yevgeny, again. See you guys.
Thank you, Manpreet. Bye.